This is a HeadGum podcast.
That reminds me, I got a tattoo last weekend, and it was the most painful. It was like one of the most painful tattoos I've ever gotten.
Where?
I'm crying.
Where'd you get it?
Hartford, Connecticut.
Sorry, on your body. So what's your problem, Carly?
My problem with you, or in general?
Let's start in general and then work our way to me.
In general, my problem is with this heat and e-bikes right now.
You e-bikes here?
Yeah. They're not going in the docks.
Yeah.
We talked about it. They're slowing down.
They're slower and they won't go in the docks.
And I've been having 3 times I've DM'd like with the guy on there. Have you had to do that? Where I'm like, yeah.
You're DMing with City Bike?
I'm DMing with City Bike. I'm on there. Hey, my bike isn't docking. And they're like, okay, give us a second. And then you're waiting for about 10 minutes and they go, we're so sorry. You can leave the bike where it is.
What?
Yeah.
I've never DM'd them.
You can't, well, it's like through the app. I'm not like on Instagram.
Oh, well, either way, I didn't even know you could talk to someone on there. I have so little faith in customer service now in general. Everything's gotten worse. Nobody's good at customer service. No one cares. That I just don't even try anymore. When a service that I'm using goes wrong, I just go, I'm fucked.
Have you ever worked in customer service?
Yes, and I deeply cared, and it was horrible. But I call so nice with a legitimate problem. When I tell you Verizon is going to hell. Verizon is going to hell. You call these people and they go, yeah, I don't know. We might be able to send someone out in 4 days, but we're the only service provider in the area. So kind of stick it up your ass and deal with it. They don't care. Everything's gotten so much worse.
No, they're just hanging up. They're just hanging up out of nowhere.
We fix your cushion. It's bothering me. It's like all the way off the couch.
Oh, yeah. Should I take it off?
No, just like push it back. It just was bothering me because it's hanging all the way off. I worry about it. Are you comfortable?
You're worried about me falling? Yeah, I'm comfortable.
I'm worried about you falling.
Well, I used to do customer service, and I would literally I'd be giving therapy. People would be crying, and I'd be listening.
I'm saying when I did customer service, I really cared.
What did you do customer service for?
I worked in a restaurant for years, which was different than customer service. But then I did the at my college, I did what's it called when they like foundation? I did like donations and requests, and I fielded calls. And then I worked. Well, I guess not. And then before that, I worked at a reception at a senator's office.
What senator, Caleb?
Claire McCaskill. Shout out, Claire. I interned. I was on the phones.
So you were the one calling. You were outgoing calls?
No, incoming.
Incoming.
Which I don't know if you can imagine the incoming calls at a Democratic senator's office in Missouri. But let me just tell you, I didn't get paid anything, and I deserved $1 million. And the craziest thing is people would call, and they'd be like, that dumb bitch. And I'd be like, okay, we're not going to do that. Is there something I can help you with? And they'd be like, my Social Security checks aren't coming. And I'd be like, okay, we can actually help you with that. Can you give me? And then I'd ask for the information. And then I'd give it to the senator. Or I'd give it to my boss who would give it to the senator. And then she would like make some phone calls, make something happen. And then I would call and follow up and be like, hey, did your Social Security checks start coming? And they'd be like, yeah, but I'm still not voting for that bitch, you know? And I'd be like, Jesus Christ, this system is not working.
Mine was for a literal pharma company.
Yeah. So Same, yeah. Senator pharma company, at this point, what's the difference?
Yeah, absolutely. And it would be people calling, like, looking for their medication. So as you can imagine, I was screaming, crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I would help them get their medication for cheaper. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
I'd call them back and be like, so the medication are working? And it's like, you only gave me 50% off. I want 75. And my daughter wants it too.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, well, it's like, I don't think she's prescribed that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're like, prescribe my daughter the medicine. It's like, we're not a doctor.
She's 6. She doesn't have high cholesterol, you know?
Yeah. That's really beautiful. Do you have any like fun stories from when you work customer service? Any good stories? Was anyone really nice to you or no, not really?
Some people were really nice. You know, a couple people prayed for me. I think most of my crazy stories were from working in a restaurant.
Of course.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like I remember I had the table of 2 guys. And you know, as like a woman, when 2 guys are gay, you're flirting. You know what I mean? You're really like, I thought these guys, they were 2 like gay guys.
Sorry. Sorry. You flirt with other gay guys?
Don't even give me this, Caleb, because the minute I try to flirt with you, you're like, boundary. You're like, don't touch me. I'm like, tickle, tickle, tickle. And you're like, if you ever do that again, we're going to have issues.
You touch a lot.
No, I've pulled back.
And you do it when I'm vulnerable.
No, I have pulled back a lot.
You do unwanted touch to me when I'm vulnerable.
Wait, can I tell the story what happened
in the
coffee shop?
You like get me high and then you're like touching my inner thigh and I'm like, Carly.
That's absolutely untrue. The only kind of vulnerable touch I give, can I say what happened in the coffee shop?
Yeah.
When you were being vulnerable?
Yeah.
So we're in a coffee shop and I'm checking in with Caleb.
I don't remember this. We might have to cut this. Well, let's say it.
And Caleb's being vulnerable, which it's sometimes like hard to get you to do that. And you're and you're just like, I'm like, how are you doing? And you're like, honestly, like I just haven't gotten any rest. Like, you know, I'm grateful for everything I'm working on, but I'm starting to feel like a shell of myself. And I kind of like grab out and touch your hand, and then a guy comes over to you and he's like, I'm a huge fan.
Oh my God. Wait, where was that? I remember this now.
That coffee shop that like doesn't have coffee.
Wait, where was this? I remember this. I was like,
Right by your apartment. I don't want to talk to you. Well, you don't live there anymore.
Yeah. No. But yeah. I understand. Yeah. Oh, yes. No, it really was a very funny moment because you were like, I was being uncharacteristically like raw. And you're like, how are you? And I was like, honestly, like, I feel sometimes like more of an idea than a person lately. And I'm really grateful for everything. But like, I'm having a hard time balancing it all. And truly, I'm in the middle of that. And the guy comes over and he's like, I fucking love your stuff.
It was something out of a movie.
And I was like, thanks, man. And then I turned back to Carly and I was like, well.
And that was
now I feel insane for saying that because he probably heard me say that and still chose to step over.
Well, he still chose to step over, and it was like I was holding your hand, like a light, like just like a 2-finger touch.
Yeah, you were.
You know
doing,
what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like clear.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
No, it's not that. It's more when you like get me vulnerable. You'll like drug me up. You'll be like, let's smoke a J, and then we'll smoke, and you'll be like touching.
No, it's not. It's more like emotional touching. I'm like, what are your like dreams?
I don't
and
really
do you
know.
believe in God?
I don't know what emotion is conjured by like rubbing my inner thigh.
There's no rubbing of your inner thigh. I think it's because I'm touching parts of your brain, and I'm reaching out for parts of your brain. I'm saying, hey, tell me about your childhood.
Yeah.
And you take that as an inner thigh touch.
No, I think it's more like you're like, are you high yet? And I go, yeah, and you go, nice.
No.
And I go, Carly.
Well, but then you'll come in with a surprise touch.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
know,
try to give you what you want.
You'll kind of come in with like a behind hug and lift.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm a woman on the street, you know?
Well, all my girls are really touch starved and insane. I have a type. My type is lesbians that are touch starved, feral, and insane. And so sometimes it's hard because I'll be like, hey babe, and I'll give like a kiss on the forehead, and they'll be like, fuck, sorry, it's just been so long. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, I couldn't possibly imagine that was gonna happen, you know?
So you feel like you're just getting enough touch in your life that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fully relate. Yeah, I understand. Maybe, yeah, you have a point.
Yeah, you know what I'm having a lot of fun with during this episode already?
What?
Is I have no shoes on for maybe the first time ever at a podcast, and I'm clutching the mic cord in my toes.
That reminds me, I got a tattoo last weekend, and it was the most painful. It was like one of the most painful tattoos I've ever gotten.
Where?
I'm crying.
Where'd you get it?
Hartford, Connecticut.
Sorry, on your body. No, so I'm actually wondering about the pain and where it's at on your body.
Yeah, my shin.
Oh,
and it
really?
was stick and poke.
Oh.
And shoeless, you know what I mean? And so my feet are like in their face.
Oh, I remember the
feels,
tattoo now. Yeah, you showed it to me, yeah.
Yeah. And my feet are like in their face, which already feels bad. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But then at one point they're laughing, they're cracking up, and I'm crying because I'm in so much pain. I'm trying to hide it. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, look at your right foot. And my foot that wasn't being tattooed, I had clawed up all of the plastic on the thing. All of it. And they were like, are you okay? Like, do you want to take a walk? And I was like...
Yeah. It looked, when I saw it, it looked like it might have been painful because when you told me what tattoo you were going to get, I didn't know if you'd get it filled in or not. But a swastika doesn't really look right when it's not completely filled in with ink. So I think you made the right call.
You make me sick.
Come on, the idea of you... Sorry, but the idea of a swastika shin tattoo is pretty funny.
Well, let's talk about it.
What?
No, not me.
Pardon?
No. I had a friend in college. You know how there's a Buddhist symbol that is the same?
Yeah, fuck.
The same as the swastika?
Fuck.
You know, and a lot of girls in college that are doing a lot of acid and at EDM festivals.
Yeah.
They don't really know a lot about history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they love ripping off from other cultures. So this bitch literally got like a swastika tattoo, and we had to be like, hey, Rachel.
Where'd she get it?
In her arm.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You're like, hey, Rachel, you're also Catholic.
That
You're
is
not even
so
Buddhist at all.
Funny. That is really funny. That's like the number of people that get like, they just get like any Mandarin tattooed on their body.
Yeah,
and they have no clue. They have no clue what it means. They've never been over there. They don't really know.
I know.
And they're like, it means love. I'm like, I will have to take your word for it.
Yeah. And it definitely doesn't.
Yeah. What language would you don't speak another language? Right?
No.
What would you pick if you could just instantly know one?
Spanish.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's a silly one to pick because
What would you pick? Oh, because it's not that hard to learn.
because it's like you could probably it's so close to ours that with enough work. Well, I say that, but I was in Spanish class for a long time and I couldn't retain it to save my life.
That's the thing.
I'm not good with language.
What language did you pick?
Mandarin.
Oh,
Because I think it would be really hard to learn. And it would be really, I think it's really, do you know those videos where it's like white boy stuns with Mandarin at Chinese restaurant? I'd love to star in one of those.
But I do fear you.
And the Chinese people at the restaurant are like, what the fuck?
I know, but I do kind of fear you'd still give like white dad at a restaurant vibe.
For sure it
Like
would.
your accent wouldn't be right.
For sure it wouldn't, but it would in this world because
Because
when a white guy tries to stun with Spanish at a Mexican restaurant, they're like, it just never feels right. It's like it's always giving like Brad Pitt in Inglourious Bastards,
Yeah.
you know. But Italian, you know. But when a white guy stuns with Chinese at the Chinese restaurant, those videos really speak to me.
Well, I think we can make this happen for you. What's going to happen? What we're going to do?
Yeah.
We're going to get you hit by a FedEx truck because one, they pay out $2 million.
Hold on.
Hear me out.
Before you go on, because I am allowed to have questions on my show. What do you mean the FedEx truck pays out $2 million? This feels like, do you remember in college when someone was like, if your roommate himself in the dorm, you get free tuition? And then people were being like, I kind of hope my roommate themselves. You know, like this feels like one of those things that everyone just decided is true.
A guy on Rockaway Beach told me.
Right. So you can understand where I'm coming from.
Well, he was severely injured, and he was like, my next move is I'm going to get hit by a FedEx truck because I've done a lot of research. And
My next move. Y'all, watch this space. As soon as I find a FedEx truck who's driving while texting, we're going to fucking make it happen.
well, we're going to do that. And then what happens is a lot of times when people get in these accidents, but they survive, they wake up, they can speak another language. I forget what it's called. Haven't you heard of this?
I have heard this.
It feels like something you wouldn't believe in, even though there's like scientific proof.
I do. What you're not going to do is what you just tried to do. What you're not going to do is what you just tried to do because you are a member of the cohort of lesbians in my life who often try to. When I tell you, I'm just going to talk about this and we can cut it if you want. Carly's been bent out of shape for months because another one of our psychotic lesbian friends came to her house and said, I feel a ghost in this house and I think it's your grandpa. Okay? Carly believes that and is truly being like, yeah, sorry, I couldn't sleep last night. Like, grandpa was wrestling in the space.
Grandpa is wrestling in the space, Caleb.
And then, so note the earnestness. And then I get in trouble for being like, that's batshit and stupid.
Well, no. Well, you gave in a little bit because what happened was.
No, I didn't, by the way.
Well, no, you made a funny joke that made me think, oh, maybe we're on the right track because there is a ghost in my apartment, and maybe I'm wrong. God forbid. Things are turning on in this room, in this little weird room, this haunted room in the backspace. Sometimes I step back there, I start to cry. My cat stares into it, and
you
AC
have
turns on.
depression and you live in an old building. Like, it's just not. The lights flickering and you crying is not a ghost. You need to stay on your meds and you need to move into a nicer place. Like, I'm sorry. That's just the reality of the situation.
Well, you're not going to like this, but there were markings on the wall.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean markings?
I haven't really talked about it yet because
That's mold. You have black mold, depression.
Stop. And I will just say, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Things start getting a little creepy back there right after I go through some kind of breakup. And you said, maybe this ghost is trying to fuck you, which, if it is my grandpa, there's a lot to unpack.
There's obviously such a complicated situation if your grandpa as a ghost is trying to fuck you. Of
I don't
course.
think Poppy is. Poppy was a really good guy.
Okay. Well, he's different now. I mean, he's not. He's a ghost now. Who knows if your values change? Maybe they know something we don't know.
Well, apparently he has a
Wait,
message.
Carly, I have something really sad to bring up.
What?
What if the only way he can move on is if he fucks you?
To the afterlife?
What if Poppy's a really good guy, but he can't leave purgatory until he fucks his granddaughter? Isn't that sad? I don't want that to be the truth either. I would hate that universe, but golly.
Well, it kind of feels like one of those things of like, can you have sex in front of your pet? Like, can you really fuck a ghost? Like, you know what I mean? What kind of are the morals of that? I don't want to fuck my grandpa ghost, but it's like, what even does sex with a ghost look like? It might just be him passing through me, which I frankly have felt.
What?
I felt the chill down the spine.
See, this is the kind of shit that I try so hard. I'm like, I don't want to be negative towards you.
In the
'cause I
comments,
love you.
have you seen a ghost? In the comments.
I love you so much, but sometimes you say things like this and it's like very hard for me. I want to obviously like always support you and I love you so much, but then you're like, I felt my grandpa pass through me. I'm like, come on.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not like, I'm up for nuance. I'm always down to be wrong. And there's a little part of me that's like, I think we've lost a lot of spiritualism and we live in this materialistic world and it's like, let's bring it back.
Yeah. You're not going to sell me on me being materialistic because I don't believe that your grandpa's haunting your spare room. I don't think that's me like loving at the iPhone. I think I just don't feel that.
Well, okay, even if it's not my grandpa, it's like people are seeing things every day.
Yeah.
Shit is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Stuff is weird.
Yeah, totally. I'm so sorry. I understand.
Have you ever, I feel like you like, to me, you give like, you saw a ghost when you were 8 and you've shut it out so completely and it's something you've never talked about.
I think I'm an adult who lives in the real world and I don't, look, maybe ghosts are real. I don't know. I guess it's possible. I just don't ever, no one's story has ever compelled me. Everyone's story is like, you know, they were wearing workwear from the 18th century and they passed me in the hall at my college dorm. And I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like it was dark and you were a little scared.
I know. I do think it's interesting that like ghost sightings always seem to be like children or women from like a colonial period, you know, like I don't really know what that means.
It's always dated. Yeah.
It's never like a fun gay guy.
I would be really compelled actually if what I found out about ghosts is that they can't move on until they fuck someone they shouldn't. You know, it's like you have to fuck that person you had a will they won't they with at your job, or you can't move on. That would be really compelling about ghosts. Otherwise, I'm just like, yeah, I don't like. Also, it's a sad thing to believe in. People think it's cool, but they're like, yeah, there's the ghost of a child in this house because it used to be a paper mill and he died working on the paper. It's like, that sucks.
No, it does suck. I don't think it's like fun.
I hate that he's here. Yeah.
I'm not like obsessed with it.
I feel like people are going to be mean to me in the comments because I don't believe in ghosts,
Well,
but it's my truth.
Be like, you also have a schizophrenic girl on your podcast. So.
You're not schizophrenic.
And I can just say that because it runs in my family.
Yeah,
so.
you're not schizophrenic. You're not schizophrenic. You have other stuff.
Well,
do you think you're schizophrenic?
No, I don't.
Nice.
But my family, it's there.
One of my biggest fears is that I will lose my sanity. Do you know?
100%.
Like that I will like lose my like sound mind.
Totally, like a psychosis moment.
Yeah, that I'll like snap and be like, and not
Yeah.
snap like I hurt people, but snap like I'm just like never the same mentally.
You are one of the few people.
Uh-oh.
No. It's kind of a compliment. You are one of the few people.
Kind of. Let's be sure before we say it.
You're one of the few people like in my life that like if you did have psychosis, you'd be like, and that's enough of that. Like you could snap yourself out of psychosis.
You think?
Yeah. 100%.
That's really beautiful, Carly. Thank you for saying that.
You would 100% be like, you know what I mean? Like you would look in the mirror and be like, we're done with this.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you. That's really nice. I'd like to believe that. You want to talk about your breakup or not really? Wait, Maddie, our friend Maddie was over at my apartment the other night and we had smoked weed and I like got us Ben and Jerry's and we had smoked weed and we were like eating a little bit of ice cream and I was a kind of high that I was feeling like more blunt than usual, which is pretty obviously blunt. And I was trying to come up with something to talk about because we were just like kind of sitting and watching TV. And I go, so I was not trying to be funny. I genuinely, this is what my brain came up with. I go, so you're single and you're unemployed. That's like what my brain told me to say out loud to have a conversation. And she was also high and she goes, wait, what?
No, that's diabolical.
It was awesome, but
was it a good conversation
Yeah,
starter?
it was really powerful. Yeah, more people should say things like that out loud.
Well, we do need to fly a kite. I think that'll
We have been talking about flying kites.
I do think that will like free something for both of us.
I think if you and I actually, we should make time to go to Prospect Park soon and fly a kite.
I completely agree.
I will. Chance, will you buy me a kite?
I want like a really big extra one.
Yeah, I want it to be like I want people to see us in the park and go like, where the fuck did they get that kite?
Yeah. Should we put like advertisements on it or something, like a blimp at the beach?
I don't need this to be business personally, but if you would like it to be,
I'm also single and unemployed, you know?
Yeah. Shout out. I'm hiring an assistant. Do you want to be my assistant?
Sure.
I think that's a really bad idea, right?
I think so too.
I thought about hiring Anna, our good friend Anna, but I'm like, I think that would destroy both of us.
I think it's like difficult with friends. Like I think I would be good at it,
Yeah. Oh, you'd kill it.
but I think that you wouldn't like.
What?
If I was your assistant, I'd want more physical touch.
That's 100% not going to happen. That's an inappropriate thing to ask your boss.
Exactly. I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
I think
you're
we
right.
wouldn't have good boundaries. What's your biggest concern with me being your assistant? Be honest. I can handle it.
Genuinely that it would affect our friendship.
Yeah.
Other than that, probably you saying that we would be bad at boundaries when I'm really good at them. You sort of still not understanding that the boundary issue here is kind of on your side of the court.
Yeah, and that's 100%.
Yeah, then I'm like actually chilling on the boundaries. I actually say like, hey, if you're gonna get chills when we touch, I'm gonna put a moratorium on that. No, I love our friendship. I think it's beautiful. I wouldn't change it.
No, I love our friendship
For
too.
real. For real.
No, I feel the same.
Straight up. And then other than that, you being my assistant, well, what would be your biggest concern about me being your assistant? Like if roles were reversed and you were going to hire me to be your assistant, what would be your biggest concern?
I wouldn't have enough for you to do.
Is it my whole attitude?
No, I wouldn't have enough for you to do. You'd be working 2 hours a week.
But you'd pay me full time?
No. I'd pay you in like it would be sort of a barter trade system. I wouldn't.
That's not right.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be able to pay you. It'd be more like, hey, like, let me give you a foot massage, or like, I'll roll you a joint if you can work on my calendar.
I'd love for you to roll me a joint. Okay, hold on. Can we exist in a world where you do have enough money to pay me properly?
Yeah.
What do you think would be my biggest downfall as an assistant? And I was an assistant at one point. Keep in mind.
I think your biggest downfall as an assistant is like you would almost be too good at it that you would just be like you like wouldn't be having it. You'd just be like, I'm not. You also don't like lines. You don't like a line.
No, the lines really make me
So
angry.
you're not gonna, you would go, I'd be like, can you get me a coffee? And you'd be like, you'd come back and you'd be like, it's not happening today.
There was a
The
line.
line was too long.
I wonder if I have the phone number of it. You know, I was an assistant in Chicago.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I worked as an administrative assistant for years.
Oh, was that when you were at the office and you were in the front desk?
Yes, I worked
And you were
that
the,
one.
The office manager?
I wonder if I could get a hold of someone from my old job right now to say what the worst thing about me as an assistant was.
I think you
Wait,
could.
what was wrong at your restaurant job? Why were you hated?
I was just drunk all the time and I'd eat all the food. I'd empty a plate and it would have, people would not eat their fries and I'd empty them into my server thing and I'd go to the bathroom and I'd eat them.
Yeah.
And it
That's
became like
beautiful.
such a problem. They had to be like, hey. And then I got one of the bussers. He would get me free food from the kitchen as long as he could watch me eat it.
I'm sorry. What?
I was eating a lot and he was watching.
That's really...
I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. He'd be like, here's some chilaquiles and I'm just going to not blink and watch you eat this. And I said, all right, that's fine with me. I'm hungry.
So he would get you chilaquiles only so he could watch you eat it?
He said, I'll get it for free. I just want to watch you eat this.
That's kind of scary. Oh, wait, I remembered I have one of their phone numbers.
Call,
I want to come
call.
back to that, by the way. I'm sorry. I did get really sidetracked on... I think this will be really interesting. I wonder if she'll answer.
Hello?
Hey, Jenny, it's Caleb Heron. How you doing?
What are you... Hi, Caleb. What's up?
Hey, I'm on a podcast right now, and I'll text you later to make sure you're okay with this. But I wanted to ask you, I'm on this podcast with my friend, and we were talking about when I was an assistant and how bad I was at the job.
Oh, my gosh.
What do you think was obviously I was bad at being an assistant, but how bad was I, and what do you think the worst part was?
Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad you just called me and asked me this because I just found... you know how we would send letters to people we were going to do interviews with? We had to send them an email that, to the client. We'd send an email and we'd give them like a script of what we were going to be talking to their staff about.
Yeah.
And I found a letter that you had written and sent to me to proof it before you sent it off. And it was literally redlined from top to bottom, except for it said, respectfully, Caleb Huron. And that was Like, that is not red line.
That is so funny. I was so bad at that job. I wish I could call. You're the. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I actually just sent that to a colleague of mine who loves your podcast. And
Wait, Jenny.
really believe
Jenny, you're sending out my bad work to people that are fans of mine?
I said, don't you ever send this to someone. If I see this on a TikTok and I get sued and Caleb never talks to me again.
That is
I will
so
be
funny.
So mad at you.
Well, you're one of the nicer people that I worked with. I wish I had like somebody who really didn't like me's number, because that would have been really interesting. But you're too sweet. You're just like, that's a sweet example. I really was bad at that job.
Also, I would like to tell you that I did not believe that this is actually you calling me, and I am like on vacation in Costa Rica right now. Sitting next to me, and he was like, "No, answer it. I bet it's Caleb."
Okay,
So I did.
I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna text you later. But thank you so much for answering.
Okay, bye, Caleb.
Bye. I'm dead.
What did she just say?
She said she's on vacation in Costa Rica. She goes, I didn't think it was actually you calling me. I'm on vacation in Costa Rica. And my husband said, answer it. It might be him. That is so funny. She was one of the nicer ones, though, Jenny. I liked her. She liked me, and I liked her. And I don't think she cared that I was so bad at the job. But there's one or two people that I worked for that I wish I could get a hold of them, because they hated me. And they were right. I was so bad at the job, but they couldn't fire me because basically what I did was I used my personality as a weapon to get like 3 or 4 influential people on my side. And then I would be really bad at my job, but they would keep me around because I was fun.
Personality hire.
Truly, and in a way that was like, I knew who I could piss off and who I couldn't.
So did you use that to your advantage, obviously?
100%. It was a job that I didn't believe in or respect, and I didn't want to be there. So
Wait,
I was
did you get fired or you quit?
I quit that one.
Yeah.
I quit that one because
Powerful.
Well, hilariously, in January of 2020, I had just gotten managers, and I quit to be a full-time comedian, and then I ended up driving for Uber Eats for 7 months because there was, number one, no jobs. I don't know what I was thinking. And number two, then COVID.
Did you like that job? I feel like you hated that.
Uber Eats?
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed being left alone and making my own decisions, like being like, this is when I'm going to work. This is what I'm going to do. But no, rich people don't tip.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that made me the most mad, is I was like, what do you mean you ordered $500 of sushi and you gave me a $3 tip?
No, it's really actually.
It's raining,
really,
snowing.
really
I'm double parked in downtown Chicago. I'm getting tickets. I'm getting yelled at. Meanwhile, poor people on like a $10 McDonald's order are being like, here's $3. I'm sorry, I don't have more.
Oh, it's so true. It's so
insane.
true.
Anyway, this guy would give you food to watch you eat it?
Yeah, it was a crazy restaurant, but I'm still friends with a lot of people that work there. But I was known for just how much I would eat. Like it was like a big thing. And then I just had to cut corners. I was like, I have to be getting food during the shift. I can't not eat. And one of the busters was like, all right, here's the deal. I'll get you free food from the kitchen, but I just want to watch you eat it.
Did it feel sexual?
I'm sure it absolutely.
Because of course I can't. I'm sorry, I can't escape that being the kind of context of it all.
I mean, absolutely. I'm sure that's what it was, but I just didn't make eye contact, you know?
Yeah. That might have done more for him. I'm worried. He was he doing anything?
No, unblinking, but
Okay. That's one of the scarier things I've ever heard, for real. I hate that happened around you.
I mean, that was one of the craziest places I've ever worked.
Yeah. I mean, I worked at Applebee's in Golden Corral. Once, the most memorable story to me about working at Golden Corral was that I was like 16, working at Golden Corral, and I would get scheduled for like all kinds of crazy shifts, but the craziest one was the 4 a.m. Breakfast shift, because we had a breakfast buffet, and I would get scheduled.
No, Golden Corral did breakfast.
Yeah, I don't know if all of them do, but ours certainly did. And it would be Saturdays and Sundays. I'd have to get there at 4 a.m. to prep the omelet bar, and then I'd run the omelet bar. And I remember I had told my boss, this guy that I didn't fucking like this guy. He was a tool, probably still is. I told him I can't work this Saturday, this certain Saturday, because it's homecoming and I'm on homecoming court, and I have to like go do all the stuff, and I won't be able to come in and do the omelet bar. You have to schedule someone else, maybe one of the 15, 40-year-olds who work here, and this is their career.
Literally.
And I got the schedule, like you get an email with your schedule, you know, and it has me scheduled omelet bar Saturday morning of homecoming. And so I text him and I go, hey, Kevin, I think I told you this, but I can't work that shift because I have homecoming and I'm on the court, and I have a bunch of stuff going on that weekend. and he calls me and he goes, Caleb, this is Kevin. And I go, yeah, I know. Did you get my text? And he goes, don't you ever in your life tell an employer what you can and can't do. The tone that you took with me, I will fire your ass so like really like yelled at me. And I was like, I can't work that day. And he's like, then you have to get it covered. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, does he know that I'm 16? Like, did he forget that? Like he's talking to a child. And I remember I did get it covered, but I was like, this guy is insane.
Almost every restaurant manager has some of the most diseased mental illness I've ever experienced in my life. I mean, I worked at Outback at 16, and I had a bunch of nose piercings. I was a little emo, and they made me cover it up with like multiple Band-Aids. So people would
so much worse.
People would walk in. I'm the host, and they're like, you know, it looks like I got a nose job. They're like, oh.
Your manager's like, sorry, she's not alternative. She has lesions. It's not what it looks like, I promise.
I'd have to use like one of the big ones that would cover both. And they just didn't, you know, I wasn't good at the job. So anytime like a kid shit all over the bathroom, they'd be like, get in there.
Yeah.
You know, I was the girl that just like cleaned up the shit.
Yeah. Aw.
And then we had a regular who was blind, and she would bring her dog. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm listening.
Okay. She would bring her dog in, and so we'd go down and we'd pet the dog. And oftentimes then there was a time where she started petting me.
Huh?
She thought I was the dog. I'm bent down, I'm petting her dog. She thinks I'm the dog. She's like kind of petting my head, and I'm kind of looking at my manager, and he's like, stay down there until she's done.
Until
so
she's
I'm bandaged up, getting pet.
There's no chance that she thought you were the dog, just so you know. There's no chance that this person whose other senses are heightened and touches that dog every day thought you were the dog.
I think, feel the top of my head.
No, it's not giving dog, and I think she really just wanted to touch you. Blind people can be perverts. We don't know if she was, but she might have been.
Then I'm having some really like fucked up experiences at restaurants.
Yeah. Your manager telling you to stay down there is also crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better finish.
My manager at Applebee's was going through a breakup for like 5 months. Like they were on again, off again. She didn't want him, whatever. And he got like objectively worse during that period. And every night when we were closing, he would, at this point I'm 16, 17, he would play I'll Be by Edwin McCain and like barely not cry and make us clean in a way where I've never cleaned before. He'd be like, we have to do it for opening crew. And I'd be like, this is about something else, please. I have school in the morning. Let me go home. Yeah. But he would play, and I just remember, I'll be blaring through the Applebee's while I'm on my hands and knees, scrubbing tile that's like behind a booth. No one will ever see it. I was like, this is so insane. I can't believe I have to do this.
Well, like, yeah, restaurant romances really deeply affect the entire place. When I was in college, I worked at this like fancy Italian restaurant. I was the host, and I was dating the busser who was like 27 and I'm 19. You know what I mean?
Of course.
He cheats on me with one of the servers that's working there.
Of course, yeah. He had no choice.
Yeah, he gives me chlamydia.
Of course, yeah.
So he has chlamydia, I have chlamydia. The server gave him chlamydia. She was also fucking our manager who had chlamydia.
Yeah.
So there was literally a week where every level of service had chlamydia.
Yeah, of course.
Like we were all just like, it's
just what it's like when you're working down under.
It was like such a disaster. Like we were all just like, and I stayed with him.
Serving up blooming onions while you have like the itchiest pussy ever. Sorry, guys. Sorry if I'm being weird, y'all. Here's your blooming onion. I have chlamydia that I got from the whole staff.
Yeah. Your server has chlamydia too. The manager that's checking in on you also has chlamydia. And
we all have chlamydia.
The guy that's cleaning your table also has chlamydia.
Do you want to add shrimp to that steak? Yeah. We all have chlamydia, just so you know.
We all had to take like a couple days off at slightly different sporadic periods. And it's like I had strep throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The manager had like swimmer's ear.
Sorry, everybody. I know we all have chlamydia, but mine's actually tennis elbow and I'm off for the week. That's so funny.
Did you ever fuck an employee at a restaurant? Did you ever have like a love affair?
No, there were no gay people where I grew up.
Yeah.
So
they were there.
I wasn't privileged enough to be getting chlamydia at the Outback.
Yeah, well, at the time I was, fucking guys. So
we also didn't have an Outback. That was considered a fancy restaurant where I grew up. Outback was like a city restaurant. It's like you got to go to the city if you want Outback.
Interesting. Yeah.
Applebee's was the nicest restaurant in our town, and I'm not kidding. People came for like Sunday after church meals.
Yeah.
to the Applebee's. It was the nicest joint in town.
Applebee's does hold up.
The half price appetizers have gotten me through many challenging periods in my life. Many challenging periods in my life. I am alive today, at least in some part, because of half price appetizers at Applebee's. And they can clip that. Run that, Applebee's. Hi, Applebee's, I'm only alive at this point in my life because during multiple times when I was too broke to live, you gave me chicken wings for $3.
Thank you, Applebee's.
What?
Thank you, Applebee's.
Thank you, Applebee's. Shout out for real. And when I worked there, I would get the most insane shift meals. I'd bring in Tupperware and be like, throw some extra stuff in there for me. I need to take this home. And the cooks would be like, all right, man, whatever.
What was your favorite thing to get?
I would get French onion soup. I would get a piping hot cauldron of French onion soup. And then they had this like hot bacon vinaigrette salad that I really liked.
Hot. Like
they heated up the dressing before they put it on your salad.
Not the lettuce though, please.
I know. No, the lettuce wasn't heated, but it didn't matter because the sauce was so hot.
Ugh. Do you remember smoking sections?
No.
We're the same age, right?
I really don't think we had any in my hometown. I think they were gone by the time I was like at restaurants. We
had them at our pizzeria Uno.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it, Philly. That's like an East Coast thing, though.
Really?
Well, not that the Midwest doesn't have them, but we didn't have enough restaurants, and Applebee's was so corporate that I feel like it was already beaten out of there.
Yeah.
Like this is probably a local joint, right? Yeah. Were your parents sitting in the smoking section or no?
No. I think my mom smoked cigarettes, but she quit before I was born.
Whoa. You smoke?
No.
You're a big cigarette head.
No, I'm not. I smoke them when I'm going through something.
Yeah, but you're going through something a lot. Yeah, but in fairness.
Yeah, in fairness, that's true. But I haven't smoked a cigarette in like a week.
That's really nice.
I don't want to be like known as a smoker. Like I'm not a smoker. It's just like kind of like, I don't know, there's something about you're just like.
No, it's objectively cool to see someone do it. Kissing a smoker, it feels like prison.
Yeah, no, I don't consider myself a smoker. It's more like a flare up. I understand when people are like, I don't want to date a smoker or like kiss a smoker. Like it is absolutely disgusting.
It's too bad because you can really be so hot while you're smoking cigarettes, and then the taste of your mouth can be one of the most daunting things that anyone's ever experienced.
Yeah, if I like ever smoke a cigarette, it's like I'm never like kissing someone or anything.
Yeah, well, you don't smoke them enough, I think, to have like permanent smoker's mouth.
Yeah, no. But there's nothing like a cigarette sometimes.
Really? I've never smoked one.
I know. And I don't want you ever to.
Really?
Yeah, don't.
I bet a lot of people listening right now want me to smoke one.
No, I don't think you'd like it. And you'd hold it wrong.
What the fuck? That was so mean, Car. Why'd you say that?
Because it's just like, I just like know you. And
you hold it like this, don't you?
I just... Hold it. No, it's two hands. It's two hands. No, you need both hands. A finger from each. Kind of like a recorder.
Like I'm playing a piccolo, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd hold it right.
I think you would get really nervous, and you wouldn't want to seem like you were nervous, so you would hold it a little weird. Or you'd use like your back two fingers.
Yeah, do what?
You'd use like your back two fingers. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm fucking Mr. Bean.
No, you do.
Like I'm a foolish idiot.
And you would take a couple drags and you'd do a little bit, and then you'd be like, "This is disgusting," and you'd throw it.
I think I'd be really good at smoking cigarettes, and for someone who doesn't want me to try it, you're awfully convincing me to do it.
Me like
you negging me into becoming a smoker. I think I'd be really good at it, and I think I'd look really hot.
You would look hot, but you'd be holding it weird.
If I had better style. If I had like better personal style.
You have great personal style.
No, if I had better personal style.
I feel like we have to go back to that. What's going on?
Like I'm wearing this polo. It was $7 from Old Navy like 10 years ago. It does not look good.
Vintage?
No. I really appreciate you, but like it does not look good. These jeans are ugly. Like they're tailored, which is a little nicer, but like I just don't, I'm not, here's what it is. I don't want someone else's style. I think everything I do is cool because I am cool and I'm doing it coolly.
Yeah.
But I do think objectively, I'm not capable of looking carefree in fashion. Do you know? Like this doesn't look carefree, it looks careless.
Yeah, I don't think I'm very carefree either. My button is, my fly is down.
I think you look really carefree. Do you know what I mean though? Like a cool person who looks like they're like leaned up against a car smoking a cigarette and they're dressed in a way that's like, I do know that you care about that outfit, but you do feel carefree in it. If I put
I
on
do know exactly what you mean.
capital A, capital O, and outfit, it feels like, God, that guy is like going somewhere. You know?
No, I have the same thing.
It's like I can't pull off like effortless.
I'm the same way. I'm not too effortless, but I also think like the more I just don't have enough time. Like I like to feel good and like look good, but I'm just like I don't know what a designer. I'm just like, how do people have the time? Like I just don't really care about clothes. I wish I cared more, but I don't.
Yeah. Was just doing a fitting for a job that has a very fashion-y thing, and I can't say any of the designer brands. And I found myself getting really insecure.
That you didn't know them?
Well, yeah, I have this like fabulous old gay stylist, this like queen that I'm obsessed with. And he's like, of course we're gonna put you in the Margiela. And I'm like, right. And I'm sure that's what does that mean, you know? But I don't know any of it, so I feel like behind.
I also don't really like the name. Or have you ever had like I've pronounced like a designer wrong and someone's like, oh, that's not how you say that.
Oh my God.
Like you think it's Yves Saint Laurent. I'm like, how am I supposed
Why
to
would I
fucking
know?
Why the fuck would I know? And why is it spelled like that?
Yves Saint Laurent or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
and then they do the little like croissant, and it's like, shut up.
First of all, don't be French. That's the number one thing I have to say.
Seriously.
I remember one of the times I got most mad at somebody, and like one of the first times I really stood up for myself, I was like 16 or 17. We're finding out that was a really foundational area for me in this episode, I guess. This guy, his name, it doesn't matter. This guy, I was at like a school conference, and this guy was like, he was like an East Coast guy, and he went to like a very fancy school district, and we were like at a school conference together in like Orlando or something like that. And he was like, yeah, maybe when I get older, I want to open like a haberdashery or something. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. And he looked at me and he goes, you probably don't even know what a haberdashery is. And I was like, yeah, I guess I don't. I just thought it sounded cool. And he was like, yeah, it's a menswear store. And I remember in the moment, I had never talked to someone like this, but I went, what is your problem? Like it was the first time that I encountered someone so rude that I was like, what the fuck is why are you doing this? Because he was right. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, I was just being nice and fun.
Also, why is a men's... I don't know.
Why are you saying haberdashery, you fucking freak?
I didn't know what a haberdashery was, and when you were saying it, I did not think Men's Warehouse. I said like a place where they like sell rabbits.
Yeah. Also, how are you going to try to little bro me when you're saying shit like haberdashery? I ought to beat your ass.
Call it a men's clothing store.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at now, but that was nuts.
No, I've been like on edge, like about to I don't know. I'm gonna like snap at someone soon. Everyone thinks I'm so fucking nice, and it's like I really almost like went in on this woman.
What happened?
In the Hamptons. So my friend was like, we were in this store, and it's like this fancy vintage store, and this woman is batshit crazy. She's like, keep an eye, make sure nobody's stealing in here, and we're like, what? Like, relax. And then my friend is looking at this shirt. She goes up to my friend and she goes, you know, that's an extra small, right?
That's kind of funny.
It's not funny. I was this close to being like, your Botox makes you look like a cat, you stupid dumbass bitch.
You could have gotten away with that, I think.
And I wish I just like am not quite that brave. I think it was so fucked up.
Yeah. I got really mad at someone recently because I was telling a story that involved a couple of friends who happened to be like well-known, famous people. And they like jokingly were like, they're like, not, like nice name drop. And I was like, no, those are just people I'm friends with. Don't be a fucking asshole to me. I didn't like that. I was like,
no.
What? You live in a space where that's
They're
projecting. Your thing.
Exactly.
You would like to name drop. And so you're putting that on me. I'm just actually telling a story and you're being fucking annoying.
Did you say that?
No, I wasn't in the mood. A lot of times I will let someone get away with something crazy because I'm just not in the mood. That was objectively rude, and I remember identically, they weren't trying to be rude either. They just were projecting, but they said that, and I went, that's not what I was doing. And then I just moved on.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not going to do this with you right now. But I feel also like, I feel what you're saying. I feel like I let so much small shit slide that I am on the verge of like really letting someone have it.
I'm really gonna let someone have it soon. Like I'm really on the verge. Like my friend lives in the Hamptons, so I've been there a lot this summer, which it's a beautiful place, but the people there, I've never seen anything like it. We're biking in a bike lane. This guy in a Jeep is like, move the fuck over. And I went off. I was like, you fucking piece of shit. Loser ass bitch. Like I've never seen myself like that. And it's like, we're in the Hamptons. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, there's moms with strollers. Like, we're not in New York City. And my friend was like, are you okay? Like, what's kind of happening? My friend was like, what's going, like, is something going on? She's like, you have been a little off recently. And I was
She's like, hey,
I-
that guy was an asshole. Your response was way disproportionate.
yeah. He just kind of like yelled, and I was like ready to like throw a rock at his car.
Yeah.
Like, I was pissed.
That's beautiful, Carly. I think you should have done that.
I know everyone just keeps calling me nice, and the more they call me nice, the more I'm ready to like.
I know that you're not a serial killer, but that does sound like a serial killer thing to say. Like, the more people call me nice, the more I want to prove them wrong. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Put me at a press conference, see what happens.
How's your cat? I know. I'm trying.
That really means a lot. He's good. I love him so much. My cat named Walter. He's really special. Caleb won't come over and meet him.
I don't like the way he looks. His face is very, it's menacing to me.
Yeah, he's a Persian cat, so he has a flat face.
Well, don't say that he's Persian. That makes me seem prejudiced.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not prejudiced.
You're the one. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. He's menacing to me.
He's no, I really love him. Maddie, our friend, got me a cat psychic.
Okay, yeah. That's interesting.
And I mean, she had a lot of really insane things to say.
I'm certain that she did.
She goes, your cat has ADHD. And she goes, do you look like him? And we do kind of look alike.
Okay.
And I was like, a little bit. And she goes, he'd like to be in matching green outfits with you. And she
Okay.
goes, and he really wants to meet your dad. And I
Okay.
said, why?
Nice.
And she said, he's a character, you know? And apparently he wants a cape.
Okay.
I'm going to get him one for Halloween.
I would like some praise for how well I'm handling all of
You're
this.
handling it really well. Listen, a lot
Because
of
I
the-
want to act out right now.
I mean, she did say some insane shit. She was like, he feels like Count Dracula. And I was like, I think the call needs to end.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea of the cat psychic in general has really upset me. Everything you said has upset me. It's obviously funny, but like I don't like that she got paid to do that.
Well, it was a gift and I appreciated it from Maddie. And, but yeah, no, he's a really special I didn't really know like animals could make you feel this way. It's opened up a side of me I never knew existed. But he's worried about me.
Walter.
Yeah. He makes me realize how quite unstable I am.
What is he as a cat doing to make you feel that way?
Well, it's like, you know, I'll be sobbing and he's kind of staring at me like,
Yeah.
and then 5 minutes later, I'm like, I love you. Like, you're my special boy. And he's just like, you're batshit. You know what I mean? Like, it affects him.
Yeah.
It affects him.
He's affected.
He hides.
He's affected.
He's deeply affected.
Yeah. Well, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's so true to you today?
I don't know if you're going to like this, but what's so true to me is that I think summer's really overrated.
Oh, of course I like that.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Especially as someone who kind of worked all summer and didn't do anything fun. I'm really in a position to accept that.
I'm really, really over it. I get so sad in the summer. There's so many lines. It's like, why is there an event pop up at Hungry Ghost Coffee? Like, everyone's like, go to the beach, go to the beach. The aliens are in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? There's sharks everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Yes, everyone's horny, but in a hurtful way.
Yeah.
Like in a painful way.
Yeah.
I'm sweating from every orifice.
Yeah.
I go through like 5 pairs of underwear a day.
What?
I'm sweating. My pussy's screaming, help, help.
You're sweating through 5 pairs of underwear a day?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay, we have a different perspective on summer.
Okay, what's yours?
I just think it's kind of hot. I guess which lines up with the sweating thing, but you're like it's horny in a hurtful way, and Hungry Ghost is too busy. I'm like, okay, we have a different. It's a different thing.
It's just like I'm not having I like fall.
So I'm so glad you said that because it's so clear to me that autumn is the most ideal season that we have, and people don't respect it enough. I think actually some like autumn girls who really go in for autumn have gotten a kind of a bad rap. It's like Christian girl fall type of thing, but I'm like, no, they're right.
They're right. They are right, and I think that it really stems beyond that. I feel like you have Halloween, which is very queer coded.
Halloween's extremely queer coded.
I like the leaves change. I like to brood. You can yearn. You can
I like to
write a
listen.
little bit.
Folk music hits different in the
Yeah.
fall.
There's smells, these nostalgic smells, especially if you grew up somewhere with seasons. It's like just the change of the there's something about fall. I could cry thinking about it. I can't fucking wait. I need summer to be over.
God, fall's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good.
If this fall doesn't hit, I'm gonna have to make some serious decisions.
I'll be dead.
What? Hey, what? No, this fall needs to hit really bad. I kind of felt that about summer, and then summer got away from me, and nothing fun happened. Like plenty of fun things happened, but I worked a lot.
You also like didn't miss anything. It was just like too hot.
I know. I just wish I told myself that summer wouldn't get away from me this year, and it did. But fall will not slip through my fingers.
No.
I will not allow it. I will have a gorgeous fall.
We're gonna have a gorgeous fall.
I will have a gorgeous fall.
We're gonna get big hats. And we're gonna get scarves.
That's not part of it for me.
We should go to church one time.
I'll go to church. You know, I go to Universalist Unitarian Church sometimes.
Yeah,
You can go with me anytime.
Yeah, I do Unitarian. I'm gonna start doing that stuff because
It's beautiful. Those people are only a little bit strange and mostly lovely.
I know. I'm gonna start working with a bunch of them. We'll see how it goes.
Being a little bit strange is actually beautiful.
Oh, 100%.
Sometimes you want to be around somebody a little bit.
Do you think I'm a little bit or a lot?
Strange?
Be honest.
I think you're perfect. And I mean that.
No, be real.
I'm being
what
serious.
level of strange? 0 to 10.
I think out of 0 being the least strange person I've ever met, like a boring normie, and 10 being like what? You have to help me on the 10.
10, it's like oof, like a
Like might have bodies in the basement?
Yeah, conspiracy theorists.
Conspiracy, like crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I would say on that scale of weird, I would say publicly you present as like a 4 or a 5. And the truth is that you're rocking like a 7. And I love that. I love the real you that I know. And I love the fake or the public you.
You're like honestly, you're a two-faced fake bitch.
Well, no, but it's like the moon and rising thing or sun or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know yours?
Have I ever said this on here? What is my stuff?
You're an Aquarius.
And
I would guess that you're like a Leo moon, if I'm being honest.
Would it say rising? Is
And
that how
I feel like you're like
it?
a Scorpio rising.
I have to search Aquarius because I know that's my number one guy. My ascendant is Taurus. My sun is Aquarius. My moon is Scorpio.
Oh, I knew there was Scorpio in there.
My Mercury is Aquarius. My Venus is Sagittarius.
Oh, interesting.
My Mars is Leo.
I'm a Mars and Leo too.
What does that mean?
It makes sense that we do performing. It means you're like Mars is like a lot of career, and then like if you're a Leo, it's a performer.
Huh.
So it makes sense.
Okay, that's interesting.
And Sag Venus makes a lot of sense for you.
Sag Venus? Why? What is it?
That's in like love and dating, and Sag is very like carefree, wants to explore, like, you know.
I don't find myself to be carefree in love and dating. I don't find. Do you think that's true of me?
Not like well, I I feel like you like when you were traveling, it's like you're always having some love affair somewhere.
Carly, we have a segment for you, the true false segment you've played before. I'm going to read you 15 statements.
Okay.
You're going to tell me as quickly as you can if they're true or false. You get 10 or more correct. I'm going to give you $50.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
I
dude.
better get this.
Cheerios is the most popular cereal in the U.S.
True.
True. Dune is older than Star Wars.
True.
True. Rocky Balboa was a real person.
True.
False. There are 4 stars on the Chicago flag.
False.
True. There have only been 11 EGOT winners.
True.
False. 27. Barbie was invented by a woman named Ruth.
Yeah, true.
True. Octopuses have 3 hearts.
True.
True. Avocados are vegetables.
False.
False. They're fruits. Nutmeg is a hallucinogen.
True.
True. The last letter added to the English alphabet is J.
True.
True. Philadelphia City Hall is the largest municipal building in the country.
Ugh, I should know this. True.
True. Ducks are herbivores.
True.
False. Omnivores. There are no operational Chuck E. Cheese locations in the U.S.
False.
False.
I've been.
Deborah
recently.
Huff is the current mayor of Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
True.
False. Noni West. Sloth moves 3 times faster in water than on land.
Oh, I believe that. True.
True. How'd she do?
Yes,
Carly!
let's go! Do I really get $50 or that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
TBD.
Something like that. Something like that. Something will happen. Don't worry about it. Carly, is there anything you want to tell the people that we didn't get to?
I just want you guys to know that Caleb is really as amazing as he seems.
Carly, come on, man.
And he is just such a good friend, and I love you very much.
Tell them where they can find you.
Probably on Instagram. You can follow me there. I don't really use anything else.
Nice. I love you.
I love you too.
Great episode.
It was so fun.
Ciao, bella.
Thanks for having me again.
Ciao, bella.
Au revoir.
That was a headgum podcast.